Hello and welcome back to Tyranny. There should be an thingy somewhere here.
I'm ready to go! Hunt, stalk, prowl!
Not that. Tycoon. But... First Chronicles in the Busted Wounds farm area. Search the farm near lunch.
Sorry, I can't.
Not this way, right? Yeah. The mushroom farm?
Sorry, I can't.
Oh, what can't you do exactly? It was supposed to look like a rubble. Oh. Huh? Oh, the old console text in a pile of shit shrink. Classic. As Lantry approaches the corner of the pan, a pile of hay and animal droppings vanishes, replaced by a stash of scrolls. Now, here's a subject close to my heart. Histories of the School of Ink and Quill. Who doesn't love a little auto-chronicle? Roll calls, minutes, graduation announcements, publication dates, and letters. Oh my, I doubt sages Coron and Oster got any idea their correspondences would be immortalized for the records. Not the most exciting bits of history, but I can see why Mel and Maxima would want the wars of colleagues close at hand. Lantry thumbs through the tome, chuckling with a nostalgic smile at each turn of the page. I take it this brings back memories. Indeed, some of these notes even have my name on them. Yes, here's my series on bird anatomy. I did that back in 388? Where have the years gone? Do those notes include the parts where you conspired to steal our magic? A slight cough escapes Lantry's lips, but he offers no reply aside from turning pages. Well, do they? Well, of course they... Lantry pauses, his eyes stopping to read the text before him. Nope, they don't. This is about entrapping an old toad from the School of Wild Wrath, an enemy like the Tidecasters. You fight without a written record. You think I'm flattered? Come close so I can show you my appreciation. Nice try, old hack. Lantry never makes the same mistake 8 times. I know it's all so worthless in hindsight, but it is a record of our school. Whatever that's worth. I can obsess about these later, with other things to do, right? Lantry closes it at a text and looks up at you with a smile. So you knew Kairos was coming. How many years in the making is this school tradition of stashing text throughout the years? It was sort of an insult to suggest something was safer outside the citadel than within it until the first fall of Vengeance Well, back in 429. And at that point, I'm certain all of us started preemptively looting the citadel, hauling out books to safety. We all lied to each other about it, of course. We can pause. I'll look around while you have a read. How can I say no to the order? With a smug grin, the old sage dives into the texts. Several minutes pass as Lantry pores over the pages. Strange, all these names of dead people. Good riddance to some. Others are lost. Kairos as well. Well, this all holds personal and sentimental value. I doubt you'll find any of this worth the read. Anyone you know very well. In a way, all of them. The school was never crowded enough to disappear into anonymity. But as a field scholar of sorts, I was as distant as it gets. He shakes his head with a heavy sigh, lifting a quill from near his shoulder as he does. He puts the quill to his hand and scribbles several circles of sepia. Anything seem incorrect? A relaxed smile sets across his face as Lantry exhales, wiping his sepia-stained hand against his cheek. Oh, this is odd. Find something? Well, there's a passage here that isn't quite correct. See for yourself. The text describes a debate between sages discussing the riddle of rings, and one sage, with the familiar name of Lantry, is arguing that the riddle of rings posits that Kairos has already conquered the tears. For if the sages speak the language of Kairos, Lantry reasoned, and use the currency of Kairos, then military conquest is an extraneous formality. Odd. I learned the riddle of rings differently. Bronze first, iron last. Oh, so you know the original. No disrespect to the forge belt. It's a great teaching tool. I just borrowed the term for rhetorical effect that day. It was 425, and Sage Cavell was giving a lecture series, having recently returned from his expedition to observe the forge-bound and their ways. At one point, he discussed their teaching methods, so the riddle of rings came up as a part of his lecture. At the time, I joked that the real riddle of rings is "Are we already conquered?" and I launched into a not entirely sober diatribe about Kairos' inevitable invasion and dominion. According to this, I gave a stirring speech met with applause. Hardly. I was hit in the head with an old scroll case and told to sit down, shut up, and let the scholars talk. Seems like Sim wanted me to find a story of the sages being more accepting of Kairos. Reading this, one might leap to such conclusion. That I can't deny. If this is a false record, why not destroy it? Everything else correct, but to the best of my knowledge, that is. I can't throw it away, even though Kairos only knows what else was modified. No. Let's get going. I think my nostalgia has been overtaxed for some time being. Let's get moving. I need to think on this a bit. Lantry closes the tome, stashing the old book in one of his satchels. I don't know how many of the chronicles are left, so it's hard for me to know. You found. So we might actually have all of them, because she, like Sim, was supposed to tell us where the other are. But it still says to look for additional fragments hidden by Lexim. Dark and Hollow, the Abyss is done. Maybe I'll go for the quick stroll. What's paining me is that I know there are rooms closed that remained closed in the Abyss. And because I know they are closed, they can be opened. So I really would like to see what's inside them. Maybe we can use the keystone that... No. Wait, we have a new keystone, don't we? The one... Oh, we've been here. I mean the one that Rift Talon gave us. Maybe that's the way. Maybe that's the keystone that we were lacking. Of course you put me back here. Okay, so I will go down there. We'll see if this keystone fits, and then I'll come back to you. So for now, be right back. Okay, surprise, surprise, we still don't have the right torch key. The right torch key. So we're getting out of here. That unfortunately means we will leave the chronicles incomplete. But we've already spent so much time in here that I am not willing to spend anymore. Just wandering back and forth between what I think. Okay. Is the place of the chronicle which is not. I think we should go there. 4 days. Great. There's another spire. We have... Wait. Don't we have 4 spires already? Give me a moment. There's one spire, probably connected to Bastard Wound. Or not. Like, there are 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we probably have yet to explore it. Oh, he's alive. You spot a soldier lying in a slump. Through the mud and blood caked on his tattered garb, you can make out the colors and insignia are unbroken. He fights through pain with each of his ragged breaths. As you approach, he shifts his head slightly towards you, but does not appear to have the strength to look up. The only ones traveling this way could be those who brought down the Scourge. If that's you, then I'll die with a curse on my lips. So this is it then. Just kill me quickly. I'm in no state to continue like this. His forced smile sends a trickle of blood out of the side of his mouth. Do you need aid? I could trust those wounds. Very optimistic of you, but his wounds are too severe. I could attempt a healing spell, but I fear it would merely prolong his pain and give him little more than false hope. You wouldn't expect one of Ash's brood to carry bandages. You ironclads can practically regrow limbs. Though if you came from Tunan's court, I guess I don't know what you can do. He tried to laugh, but that makes too much pain. Where is Matthias? Matthias, he lives. If he lives, he's with the rest of my countrymen. He makes a feeble gesture somewhere off in the distance. What happened here? He raises his head and takes a look at you while wincing. The Scarlet Chorus! They've been driving us across this wasteland, pressing their attack at every turn. Looks like they finally got us cornered in this pass. I was part of the first line of defense. When my comrades got wiped out, the chorus went on through. I thought myself lucky they didn't check for survivors. After a few hours, I started to change my mind. His fresh smile quickly turns into winds of pain. I have pressing questions. He coughs up a glob of blood and looks at it with bemusement. I don't have much time to regale you with tales of stalwart history, I'm afraid. I would rather spend these last moments remembering the true color of the sky. He focuses up at the dirty wall of storm clouds overhead. Let me just hasten your journey to the void. Is it strictly necessary? I could mix up a sedative and... Oh, you're going to kill him? Forget I said anything. You deliver a swift blow to his head. The last of his energy leaves him as he crumples to the ground. Can I still, he was in pain. You said yourself that there's no way of helping him recover. Shh. Of course I forgot to change it.
On it.
Another battle.
Okay, if you wouldn't mind. Um, mm, 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 mm. Oh. Okay, full speed. Oh.
Humans did not see these places.
Why you can spellcasting blocked? Interesting, interesting. So you heal him. Compared to all the race in the oldies, those guys are easy.
I'm not entirely useless.
These rock spars seem to have risen so suddenly and violently that weapons and armor alike are pierced straight through. Okay. Of course. Luckily it was one-time use.
I got it. As you wish. This'll be fun.
It was.
No. Weapons like nipples on men.
That sound was horrifying.
By your command. Idiot! Thank you.
Luckily Scarlet Cores do not really like armors either. Guarding the entrance to a makeshift encampment, an unbroken warrior stands sentry with thick lines of exhaustion under her eyes. Streaks of sand and rust cover her worn armor and weathered skin. Who treads on unbroken lands? The guard's voice trembles with fatigue. Everyone who comes to Trapper's Junction these days is involved in the war somehow. State your intentions. I'm not above killing you just to be safe. The soldiers glare at you with intensity and purpose. I'm looking for Matthias. He's your leader, is he not? That's him, alright. She squints at you skeptically, then calls over her shoulder. Captain! We've got a visitor. Looks like trouble. The unbroken fighter looks pale and worn. His demeanor has begun to show the horrors he's witnessed, but he wears every scar and concern to twitch with a veteran's dignity. Matthias, captain of these troops here in Trappers Junction, and to the whole of the Unbroken. He looks you up and down, nodding as some truth comes together in his mind. Even this far south we hear of Timnon's agent who broke the siege at Vengeance Well. If you've come to make history repeat itself, then allow me to correct you. The Unbroken will not lie down as easily as the Vengeance Guard. He draws his weapon slowly. What's your status here? You expect me to offer up some advantage for you to exploit? I think not. Fatebinder, there's a detachment of Squad Corps nearby, and none of us is wearing the voice of Nerad's sigil. That should tell you plenty about our current status. If you expect to learn anything about our strength or tactics, then feel free to draw iron. We don't cooperate with Kairos' pet minions, not the Corps, and not you. Ash wants me in. Not really, we cannot say that I keep spinning too much. I don't suppose you're interested in hearing about the benefits of Kairos' peace. We already refused Kairos' empty terms when your misguided invasion began. Let's neither of us pretend that Graven Ash has grown more forgiving in the last year. Or that anything but enslavement and mass graves await us in Kairos' dominion. He runs a hand through his sweaty hair. I won't delude myself into thinking that both of us are getting out of Trappers Junction alive. If you won't cooperate, then you're standing in my way. With what strength we have, let's get the slave of Kairos. For stalwart! Matthias swings his weapon in the air, with rallied and broken around him. No matter what you do, you won't ever make everyone happy. The least I can do is try to make it... at least I can make my benefactor not hate me, which I think is most important right now.
Nope, sorry. Hey! You saw that, right?
Swipe miss.
Whatever you
Heal and free, do it quick, okay.
Powerful kills in shadow.
Good work. Hey! Nobody saw that, right?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Not a problem.
Okay, I'll die.
Weapon is like nipples on men. Useless.
Felt nothing.
Not a problem.
Fight is too squirmy. Can't catch with claws.
Okay, we'll lose this fight. Interesting. He is just so tough. Okay, so as you can see, we will lose this fight. There's no way for us to win this fight. So for now, I'll end this part, and I'll see you the next time. So for now, thank you very much. Stay alive and see you soon. Bye.